Hello guys, welcome to Basic Nursing Classes. Myself Amanpreet. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to mix two insulins together in an insulin syringe. In the previous video, we talked about the types of insulin and their onset, peak and duration. And now we are going to discuss how to mix two insulins. Okay, so let's move on. Firstly, to mix two insulins, we need doctor's orders. Okay, we need to check for that. Then check the expiry date on both insulin vials. And thirdly, we don't need to shake the vial vigorously. Instead, never shake the vial, but you can roll it in the palms of hand. And moreover, if the vial is in the refrigerator, to bring the temperature a little bit down, we don't need to shake it vigorously, but you can also roll it in the palms of hand. Okay, because if we shake it vigorously, there can be some froth formation, and when we take out the insulin in the syringe, it can lead to some medication errors. Okay, and after that we need to clean the top of vial with an alcohol swab. The reason behind is to reduce the infection chances. Okay, and afterwards we should know sometimes there are some indications that we need to mix the clear insulin with cloudy insulin. So we need to know which insulin is clear and which insulin is cloudy. So regular insulin R, that is clear solution, but NPH, intermediate acting, that is cloudy solution. Okay, and when we have to mix the insulin R and insulin N, then the steps which we have to follow, these are: firstly, we need to push the required amount of air, that is equal to the amount of NPH we need into the vial. Okay, then remove the needle, then the push the required amount of air, that is equal to the amount of insulin we need into R. Okay, that is clear. Then withdraw R first, remove the needle, then withdraw the N now, and then administer. So mixing, that is we are mixing the insulin in the syringe, firstly the R and then N. Then when we are administering the insulin to the patient, obviously the N we are giving first, then we give R. Okay, so remember that. Apart from that, we need to give some health teaching to the patient which are diabetic. First, very important is foot care, because in diabetic patients the wound healing is impaired. So foot care then is very important. The patient need to check his feet on daily basis, check for any sign and symptoms of infection, check for any ingrown nails. Sometimes there can be callus formation. Okay, then which can lead to some ulcers, and in the ulcers they are very difficult to heal in diabetic patients. Okay, and after that, in diabetic patients, the peripheral neuropathy, that is very common, who are chronic diabetic, so their sensation is impaired. So patient has to check the temperature of water before showering. That is very important. Okay, and these are the main things we need to remember. So in the next video, we are going to talk about the metabolic syndrome, which is also a complication of diabetic mellitus. Okay, so good luck for exam. Thank you.